Hello, this is Maria Slinkman. For this project, I was asked to go and scope out a local sustainable food source area. So today I am at the Theinsville Public Farmers Market, and we're gonna go check some things out. Well, we have made it back from the Theinsville Farmers Market, and I would say overall it's a success. I've got a tummy full of local and organic crepe. I have also bought myself some tricolor carrots for a pasta salad that I plan on making later this evening. So many good things in store there. At this farmers market, I would say generally speaking, there were probably anywhere between about 20 to 30 different stands selling various types of goods. I would say the ones that I saw most commonly were going to be your locally grown and organic produce, your bee farmers with their honey, local baked goods, so your breads, your cookies, your doughs, fish, smoked, cooked, or just raw fish, and then flowers. These vendors that are providing these goods, whether that's the local produce, honey, baked goods, fish, or flowers, they are providing economically for the area, and they're providing an environmental benefit. Let's talk about it. Economically, the farmers are benefiting by selling their goods at a farmer's market as opposed to selling it at a grocery store or a co-op, and here's why. So in order to sell at a grocery store or a co-op, the farmer needs to actually pay a premium or a percentage in order to get their product on that shelf. By selling at a farmer's market, what they do is they completely cut out the middleman. They no longer have to financially support keeping their item on a shelf, but instead they're selling directly to a consumer. And what does that mean? That means that the farmer gets to keep more money. Beyond just the economic impact that farmers markets has, it also plays a really important role in keeping our environment healthy. So farmers markets actually help to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. How does it do that? So you think about your big box chain stores and you have something like an avocado. Well, that avocado needs to be shipped from Guatemala, so it needs to get itself on a boat. That boat needs to drive and boat all the way here. Now it needs to get on a truck, and that truck needs to use gas to get all the way up here. By shopping at the farmer's market, we're cutting all of that out. All that we need to do is get the produce from the farm, that's 30 minutes away or less, to their table at the farmer's market. So that is 20 to 30 minutes worth of drive time and emissions as opposed to hours and or days. So what would happen if farmers markets didn't exist at all? Now, that's kind of a spooky thought. A lot of the time, these farmers markets are supporting our farmers financially. So it would result in a complete loss of sales for those farmers. It would create a loss of jobs, and those families would no longer be able to support themselves. Without the existence of farmers markets, we would see farm closures, we would see decreased economic activity to the area, and we would have less access to fresh produce. So what are our options for buying locally? Personally, I had to do a little bit of research. My husband and I are newer to the area. We just moved to Grafton about 9 months ago, so I did some research. There are 15 to 20 locally sourced and locally grown either grocery stores, co-ops, or farmers markets, all within a 15 to 20 minute driving radius of us. So what do I do to support sustainability? First of all, we used to be much better at this than we currently are. As we moved 9 months ago, really we haven't had a chance to grow roots here yet. At our prior home, we had a small backyard chicken farm, so we had 3 hens that would lay eggs for us. We'd get 3 fresh eggs every day, and then we had a quite massive garden that provided all of our fresh vegetables for both summer and fall. Since moving here, we have had to rely a lot on the farmer's market because we're living in an apartment and we don't have the space to do that. So ultimately, supporting our farmer's market has become a priority. Beyond the farmer's market, I'm a little bit special in the case that I do some extra to support sustainability in my area. I have got books upon books upon books of foraging guides for North America and Wisconsin in and of itself. So beyond the farmers markets, I'm actually going out and I'm foraging for foods that are edible for my family that are they're ditch weeds. They're on the side of the road, whether that's maple seeds, whether that's mushrooms, whether that's pheasant's back, whether that's blackberries, huckleberries, wild carrots. It's all out there and ready to be picked. It's just a lot of people don't know how to identify it. Well, I hope that after this video, this has given you some background knowledge about the farmers market, about sustainability, about supporting our local small businesses, and I hope that this video is of benefit of you and that you can help support sustainable options.